Now, we have a few maps here. Let's just start the first one, shall we? About 40 days after the operation in Area S5, the AR team is on an aircraft returning from a visit to M51. M16. Hey, M16. What? M51... What in the world happened to her? Well... Arctic warfare training is so fun. Well, I've not been in the military, so I can't judge that. I don't know. She exploded. But no. According to Persica, a neurocloud is damaged and the imprint severed. Even though the neurocloud has now been repaired, the imprint link still needs to be re-established. Until then, she won't be able to. She won't even be able to hold a weapon properly. How could that be? I've never heard of such things. Well, don't despair yet. As the tech provider for T-Dots, I'm sure 16 Lab will be able to get him back to how she was. What we need to do for now is get back into top form ourselves and wait for her to come back. You're right. Let's take a good rest once we're back at the base and wait for the next assignment. I hope it's going to be a full-scale counterattack. It's been ages since my last proper fight. I'm itching for a good one. Huh? Didn't you say something was mobs to shreds just days ago? I have no memory of that, so it doesn't count. I'm gonna remember everything clearly next time. Only been through the mandatory service, but can recommend. I don't know. While I'm a massive nerd for military technology and strategy, doesn't necessarily mean that I want to be part of it. You see, war and stuff doesn't sound particularly fun. Also, this line is very funny to me. Gonna remember everything clearly next time. Yeah. Yeah, you will. Click. What is the M16? A transmission from Helion. An urgent one of that. Bro, you'd better... 16. I got still on the aircraft. Yeah. ETA in 3 hours. Change your course immediately according to Plan C. Area S3, where you're flying over right now, has suddenly come under attack of numerous Jupiter cannons. A freighter plane was destroyed in the area just 3 minutes ago. You must find a way to steer clear of that airspace. Do you copy? So we said Arctic warfare training was fun. Ah. Got it. Adjusting the course right now will be... Bang. No, you won't. Hey, what happens? Wait. Damn it. Miss Helion, do you copy? The rudder of our plane just got scraped by a shell. I've already set out the distress signal. Please mount the rescue immediately, Miss Helion. Comms are down. We're losing altitude. Hold on tight. Don't let go. 16. Oh my god, I'm 16. Oh, is that you? How come you're here? Is that strange? Open your eyes and look at me. Have you been asking to see me? Huh? M16? Are you okay? I'm fine. Did you kill these Cygnus units for me? Just mobs attracted by the noise. Piece of cake. Is your neurocloud stable? Just now you looked a bit... Yeah. Thanks, up to. I'm okay. You sure I'm 16? Positive. What's the status? Not good. I'm afraid we've crashed into the heart of a Cygnus territory. We'd better leave this place as soon as possible before we're detected. True. We have full command draw. But I can't compare with M4 in terms of experience in dealing with emergencies. Don't worry, you have experience to work with. Now get us out of here. Understood. Please lend me your strength. We only have one single objective, leave this place safely. We can't do this on our own. I'll need to get in touch with Helion and to get a rescue plan from her M16. But the weather conditions are terrible right now, and the signal isn't too stable. We have to find a communication outpost first. Not only is the signal weak, we're also freezing to death, and we're running low on rations. There's snow everywhere and we can't see a thing. Let's find somewhere with a clearer view first so we can study the terrain and come up with a plan. Move carefully. This area has been occupied by SF not long ago, and we're on our own. Sure. Let's get a move on. It's too cold here. If I don't keep moving, I'm going to freeze. Careful. The terrain is way too steep here. Once we go down, we won't be able to come back up. Should we stay and make sure? Huh, so it's a slide. Here I come! Coast seems clear. Let's go. It's roots. Yeah. This is a thing of the arrows, which I already know because, yeah. But basically, the arrows are one way path. There. The blocked off heliports. Well, the stop sign heliports are usually meant to be opened every once in a while, like every few turns they open. I think it's normally every 3 turns. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's how it's gonna work this time around. Let's just clear this tile real quick. Now, as I said, the early events just start at a very low difficulty. So, even though this is chapter 7.5, the event starts at difficulty rating of 2000. Now, even the squad that I just spawned, which is our weakest one, is currently at 22,000. So, we are just a tiny bit overkill. Sure, let's spawn the Russians. Thank you very much for the follow, Eric. Eric 416. Oh, Eri HK 416? No, Eric HK 416. There we go. Sorry. This is fine. It's just going to take a moment to get through the map. This is not one of the painful maps. Also, I quickly need to open something. Just in case. Because Arctic Warfare has multiple maps that you have to finish multiple times to get story bits, normally. However, because I'm doing the rerun, finishing it will just give me the finished, like the final dialogue of it. So let me just quickly check. Which ones it is. Oh well. I know for a fact that the last map of the event was a clear 10 times, and we're definitely not doing that. Well, there's a small helipod ahead. Yes, I'm seeing it. Unfortunately, it's no longer operable. It's impossible to take off in such weather. Yeah, even our transmissions aren't getting anywhere. At this rate, I wonder how long our rations are gonna last. Once the weather improves, we'll have a chance. More importantly, the communications outpost is directly ahead. Let's keep moving. Basically just telling us that these become operable every once in a while. There is a way to cheese it, though. Do I currently have a squad with that cheese equipped? I do not, however I can quickly do that. You see, right when this event released, ferries became a thing. Now, a particular ferry is the parachute ferry. The parachute ferry lets you go to heliports. Any heliports within a certain distance. That means if I can activate this, I can cheese it. And capture a heliport that I'm not supposed to be able to. This cheese was obviously not available to everyone, because getting a ferry up to a level where you had that skill, leveled up to a rank where it's actually useful, is quite slow. It's also not really necessary. Now what I want is definitely not down there. Because that's a resupply, and we don't have active heliports, so we can't resupply normally, so we need to take that. Because even our squad, being that much higher than the enemies, if we run out of ammo, they're still going to beat us. Slowly. Very, very slowly. Nom nom nom. I guess. Well, there are multiple segments outposts up ahead. The defense isn't too strong judging by visual assessments, but we're currently low on supplies, so breaking through will still be tough. Anything on you ends up to? I just saw a supply checkpoint over there. Maybe we can top up on first. Must be the supplies from the Griffin freighter that got shot down. Rowan, that checkpoint can only provide supplies once. It'll be no different than a regular checkpoint afterwards. We should plan ahead and only use it when the situation calls for it. Understood. I'll take that into consideration as I plan our moves. Yes, yes. We know. Quickly resupply. Go straight for the command post from here. No reason not to. Right. The rewards from this event were a bit weird. I just saw something that is absolutely hilarious. The ranking for this event was very funny. There was a skin you could get from this, which you can't get anymore. So obviously it's a ranking skin. Which was literally AK-47 in full gold. You got a gangster AK out of this. Guys, we're about to get the outpost. Actually, hang on, let me just first check. Can I figure out... Can I figure out whether or not... Hang on, I'm going to skip this. I'm going to come back to that in just a second. Because I need to figure out which maps had the multiple story bit thing. Because I don't remember. She looks very gangster. She does. Playback. 7.5. Yeah, here we already have it. Very first map. There's 2 bits of story in between finishing it. So we would have missed something. Nope, never mind. Okay, never mind. That's the checkpoint things. I didn't know that they'd also get one. Interesting. Guys, we're about to get to the outpost. Hey, over there. Bang. Hey, that's a Jupiter, isn't it? They've got one even here. Just one. I think we just happened to have crashed in a really bad place. The heck? The cannon blew the outpost to smithereens. Now what? Change of plan. We go around and keep moving. Keep your eyes open. As if I've already noticed our presence. Been very careful the whole way. How'd they find us? Clue. Perhaps the ringleader hears something else. I mean, the other dolls like Dreamer? Don't worry too much for now. Sanguine's forces haven't completely surrounded us yet, which means they don't have a precise location. Let's just change our course of action and go around first. There's a forest to the west. Maybe safer to take cover in there. Can't be helped. You have to give it a shot. He said another freighter was shot down in this area. We might be able to find resources and survivors on the way. Hopefully we'll make it in time. Or we're discovered by this unfathomable Sanguine Steedall. Meanwhile, in the Sanguine Ferry command post. Haha! Yes, I got it! Bullseye! It's early in the morning. Pipe down. So, what's Bullseye? Hey, Gager, look! I just hit the communications outpost. And why did you do that? No reason at all. I was just situated in a super irritating spot, and I felt like testing my aim. Jeez. Don't waste your OCD on such trivial matters. If you have the time, why don't you search for Griffin survivors? Huh? They're survivors. They shall only grace that aircraft. The probability that they managed to crash land safely is extremely high. Since the data is from you... But we're here to test these cannons, right? If both of us move out, who's going to guard then? I'll go look for survivors. You just stay here and keep the base secure. Stop firing random shots, you might end up hitting friendly units. Alright, I get it. Best Sanguis, by the way. Architect. She's, she's a fan favorite. Arguable. I mean... Looks-wise, I really like Agent. But... Architect, though. She's very nice. Then I'm leaving them to you. Move along. So you look crazy? Is she crazy? She's kind of stupid. She's funny as all. She was also the first Sanguis unit that has come into Griffin control. 20 minutes later. Guys, I just flagged the location. If the old map data is accurate, that should be the communications outpost. Are the comm systems still usable after so long? We don't have a choice, we must take our chances. It seems to be getting even colder. Better get moving. Bro, we should scavenge for leftover supplies and keep ourselves replenished. The one that just got blasted by Architect? No, the different one. Different one. The one that was just blasted by Architect is the one that we wanted to go to in the last mission. However, it got absolutely blown up beforehand. Is who carrying a mortar? What? Architect? Architect has control over massive fuck-off cannons that we will have the unfortunate misfortune to have to deal with soon. So we should scavenge leftover supplies and keep ourselves replenished. Understood. I'll keep that in mind. Also, she's carrying a rocket launcher. There they are. Now, with the amount of firepower that we have, on this map we can cheese this by just running face first into the cannon and absolutely destroying it. Yes, what does it ask? Your whole server now should be marked as NS... Why? Why? Apparently Gunsight is a... You what? What? This is absolutely stupid. Oh, God, that's so stupid. Imagine, oh my God, imagine having a fucking Discord server related to a game in which guns are present. Holy shit. Ah. Nika Discord in shambles. Jesus Christ. This is just fucking dumb. I mean, that's a fair point you're making there, yes. That is in fact a good point. But at the same time, this is just dumb. Uber weren't enough to market an SFW. I see. The thing is, I don't care about the rules for real guns because I live in Germany. It's not like I have real guns. I do not. I have a lot of airsoft guns though. There isn't any pictures of them. But what happens with pictures of tanks? Aircraft? Ships? Video games? This is fucking dumb. I mean, the first rule literally doesn't apply to me. We're not trading anything. The second rule is just dumb. I mean, they are regulated goods. You can't just go out and buy a tank. I mean, you actually can, a demilitarized one. I've actually researched this. A few years ago, there was a thing in Germany where if you had 100,000 euros, you could have bought a Leopard 1. With a deactivated gun, but, you know, could have had a Leopard 1. It's a thing. I also want to say a few years ago, I think that's quite a long time ago, actually. But man, I'm just gonna... Man, this is wild. Absolutely wild. Let's just move on for now. That got me a little bit distracted there, but yeah, as I said earlier, we have ways to deal with these cannons. The way that you're supposed to deal with them is you surround them, as in you capture every tile around them, because then the cannon loses a lot of strength. Actually, I'm just going to try to show it. Now this cannon will have to happen last anyway, because we have to go from here down and then capture that, and at that point we're basically at the commandos anyway. We could just force our way through here, but I at least want to show the mechanic of the cannons, because we'll have to deal with it later anyway. 16, look at that. Man was arrested for arms possession and is tried in court. Judge asked the man, "What have you defended the tank in my barn?" That actually reminds me of a really old story in Germany where, unfortunately, this story is... There's like a 50-50 to the story. I'm 50% for what happened and 50% against it because of how it happened. Because during a very harsh winter in Germany, like, I don't know, like 10 years ago or something, we were having trouble in Germany with lots of snow piling up on the roads and whatnot, and not having enough vehicles to clear. Turns out, a dude up in Bavaria or something, I don't exactly know where he was, but He had an entirely working, 100% complete Panther just sitting in his garage. So he would mount a snowplow to the front and clear the roads with a Panther. Mind you, this was in like 2010. After they noticed that he had a Panther, police came by, and not only did they find the Panther, which was not demilitarized, they also found a whole bunch of other stuff, like literally weapons of war, which are highly regulated in Germany, which is fair. That's the part that I agree with. That should not be just kind of sitting around unnoticed and unnoted. But what they did then, because owning the tank is actually legal, as long as you can prove, or as long as you dismount the machine guns and, you know, you don't have any shells and whatnot, entirely legal. But they confiscated the tank, and the way that they confiscated it is very aggravating, because this was an entirely working Panther, a World War II Panther. They hooked it up to a towing vehicle and dragged it out of the garage, absolutely shredding the gearbox in the process, making the tank not working anymore. Like a pack of idiots. Aggravating. Anyway, moving on. The Jupiter. Yes, these are in fact Jupiter cannons. That's right, it's a Jupiter cannon. Keep your distance, we don't stand a chance against its firepower. It would be rather weird if they were produced, I'll be honest. What do you know about this thing, Raw? We've run into something like this when patrolling a human settlements in the past. Whoops. According to Persica's research, Tango 30 probably acquired cannon technology after hacking into the military's database. Codename Marduk internally, it's most definitely developed especially to thwart us. Griffin killers, are they? But there's a way to deal with them, right? It's almost impossible to take them head on, but from what we've learned in a previous operation, if we coordinate a force to seize the checkpoints surrounding the mortar, we can hack into its systems and significantly reduce its firepower. That's to say, we can neutralize its threat as long as we have it completely surrounded, right? Precisely. If we really have to go against one, that's the best way to go at it. Surround it first, then charge at it and take it out. Well, I guess we should pray this battle doesn't come too soon. Yeah, only think about it after we replenish our supplies. Right now, we can hardly move as it is with the cold and the hunger. Yes, we know that. First of all, let's just shred this minor inconvenience of an enemy unit. Yeah, I just want to quickly demonstrate how you do that. We need the second squad anyway. Let's just spawn the 4-4. Now, I'm going to move you here. Move you two over there. Very nice. Again, I'm just demonstrating how to take on a Jupiter cannon the intended way. Because there is no real reason for me to do it. But hey. Let's just spawn the loud squad. And prepare for, you know, the actual path to victory on this map. Because the way that you normally go about this map is you deal with this cannon, and then you go down here, go to the command post, you're done. So yeah. Yes, the loud squad. You will see. Actually, maybe you won't. Depending, it depends entirely on how long the cannon will actually last. See, the strength of this squad has now halved. Which doesn't really matter with running it with a 50,000 squad anyway, but... yeah, these guys now only have a machine gun shooting back at us. Whatever. It is fine. Ding, ding. But yeah, that's how you take them on. Also, normally it doesn't lower it by 50% or something. It lowers it by a significant margin. But because these are already such low strength, it doesn't really matter. The reason why I'm calling this the loud squad is... let's see. Either IWS will absolutely wreck them without even being loud. Or we get to hear that. Bang, 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 bang. Also, yes. Surprise. The cannons, even at a power rating of 7,000, they deal good damage. But it doesn't matter. Yes, it did. That is in fact true. Yeah. Because of the fact that the cannons shoot so early, the first shot does not go at the taunt, but straight at the dolls. And it's really lucky that they didn't go for IWS. And that's this mission done. Ah, look, another communications outpost. Fantastic. The door's unlocked either. 16, could you please check the comm system inside? Fully functional and shows no sign of having been hacked. We're really in luck. Woohoo! Let's get in. We have to set up a new communications network and warm ourselves up a little while we're at it. I'm literally turning into a popsicle. 3 minutes later. M4? Wait, no, M16, is that you? Yes, Mycelian, we're all okay. We found several survivors and are now contacting you at a communications outpost to the west of where we crashed. You really want that popsicle, don't you? That's good news. HQ has been doing everything they can to mount a rescue mission once they've learned of your survival. However, this is going to take some time due to the distance and poor weather conditions. We are relatively safe for now, but SF has probably already detected our presence. We've been gathering our forces by searching for other survivors, but the weather is simply too terrible. Low temperatures and strong winds are severely impeding our movements and replenishments. I'm dispatching aircraft to the heli in the southeast. Pardon? Mycelian? To provide supplies, but careful. Connection broken. Damn it. The blizzard must be interfering with the signal. If there's a helipod in the southeast, then they must be able to keep sending in supplies. In any case, let's move out. That's map 2. I really need to figure out where I can see how many times we have to clear a map. Because... hang on, let me just quickly... can you see it on this map? On this page, rather, not map. EN events. Arctic warfare. The layout doesn't matter, the map doesn't, the overview doesn't matter. Hmm. Let me see. Hmm. Since I know how many times you have to clear this one, does it say anywhere how many times you have to clear this? No, does it? It does not. Dang it. Fine. I just noticed something. The art for Arctic Warfare has one doll there that does... I don't remember being a part of it at all. Why is KSG there? Hmm. Okay. Let me see. Does the IAP wiki say anything about this? Actually. Right. No. The IAP wiki is, in fact, not even close to complete for this. Shame. Shame. Well, I mean, we can still go and check if there was additional story stuff over here in the index. But if we do that every time, then we're going to be here for a while. I think this was just the thing in the middle. Yeah, that's just the cannon. So... yeah, we have a few things here. Actually, most of them seem to be only one. Remember there was one girl that was helping AR team before 4-4 arrived? It could have been KSG? I just don't remember her being there at all. Let's just check. Half an hour later. The weather seems to have improved a bit, but visibility is still crap. Can you see the helipod on your side row? No, I can't. Hey, I see it! It's over here! But I'm not seeing any aircraft or supplies. That's not good. We're gonna run out of rations soon. If we keep moving around in the open, we're gonna be immobilized soon. Click. I'm 16, are you still there? What I was trying to say is that the flurry is rendering the power drop incredibly difficult. Our drone can only make it to the helipod when the weather improves, and it'll have to withdraw immediately afterwards. Which means we'll have to seize the control of the... we have to seize the window of opportunity to resupply the helipod, correct? Yes, I'll inform you of the intervals between flurries. Time your requests for the supplies carefully. Furthermore, another important T-Dog crash landed in this area along with a freighter. She's equipped with very valuable technical modules, so please get out of here. Copy that. Who exactly is this T-Dog? M1887, an elite T-Dog armed with a shotgun. See, that's not... as I said, I didn't remember KSG being here. The last time we got in touch, she was in the shelter in the center of this area. You'll have to enter through the southeastern route and go around the enemy's cannon blockade. Order confirmed. We'll set up for the shelter right away. So, combat summary. Yep, just go to the command post. Now, the enemy has a cannon blockade. Looks we'll have to... We'll technically have to go all the way down into the bottom to go through. Now, do we do that? M16, what did Killian say about that helipod? According to Killian's intel, the flurry lets up about every 15 hours. The helipod will be open for 5 hours during the downtime for us to top up our supplies. We must time it perfectly in order to do that. Understood. I'll keep that in mind. Yes, every 3 turns. Absolute overkill, by the way. I just realized that she has the same voice as MG5. So, once we go down... we can actually surround this one. I think that's probably what we're supposed to do here. Now, surrounding this one will be annoying, but not impossible. And the reason why it will be annoying is simply because there's multiple enemies here. And we always have to have the tile that we're trying to capture not encircled by other red tiles, otherwise it'll just not work. Because this will give us 1 extra heliport to deal with. Or to use, rather. Ah, fuck, we're losing. Ah, shit, I didn't pay attention. I'm an idiot. Yeah. I didn't pay attention to the command post. It happens. What are you aggressively squinting at? I'm not actually squinting that hard. The thing is just that sometimes the tracking for the model is a little bit wacky. That was dumb. You know what? Let's go deal with that squad immediately as I spawn another one on the helipod here. Let's just deal with it so we don't have to deal with it later. Hurt. They're all gone. Very well. Let's skip this dialogue because we've seen it before. That's the eagle with the highest damage dealt. Kinda nice. Move on to the heliport or the command post. And the turn here. Alright. Going straight for this tile. Okay. Let's move our rifle squad over to here. Now the nice thing is, the cannons don't just block our path, they also block the enemy's path. So, as long as we have the control of the area here, this enemy is the last one that we have to deal with in this area. Actually, that's not quite true. There is a way for the enemies to actually bring a unit into this circle. Let's move you over there. For the surrounding sake, let's move you over here. We'll also start the surrounding for this gun later. These maps are a bit of a puzzle. Take care. I'll probably only finish this map as well and then end my stream after that. I don't want to stop in the middle of the thing though. And now you can see that thing is reduced to 8,000 strength. This is going to be annoying. Let's just burst through with the machine guns. Because they will shoot immediately at the cannons. Very good. That's a cannon taken care of. Not what I wanted to do. You actually need to stay there. But this cannon down there doesn't matter. This one. This one doesn't really matter either. The one that really does matter is the one over to the left here. Which means... how do we even get over there? This is the only path that leads directly there. How do you capture those tiles? Honestly, it looks like you just don't. Ah, this helipod belongs to me. I did not realize. So that's the second side of the map to this that I completely ignored and neglected because I didn't realize it was there. I mean, again, this part on here should be entirely irrelevant. However, now I moved my rifle squad into here, so they're gonna be bombarded by enemies. Move you onto the heliports. Can't really do much from there, but you can do something. Let's get rid of you. Plop, plop, plop. Do I try to get rid of the other one immediately as well? Yeah, I probably should. I'm going to start capturing from here backwards. Oh, that was a stutter. And a half. First of all, let's spawn another squad over here. Let's just go for the enhanced 4-4 squad. You have resupplied. I want you to resupply, but first of all you need to capture this tile, otherwise stuff goes bad. Very good. Very good, very good. Now, you can first of all open up the path here casually and just spawn another squad. Oh, right. I forgot to heal that squad. Oh well, it's still gonna be fine. Move you over here. Rations exhausted, which is fine because we're just gonna resupply over here. MG5 is gonna move down here, retake that point. This map would have been a lot faster if I didn't forget about the fact that you have some parts at the top as well. Also, 338 is dealing a lot of damage. Jesus Christ. That is a lot of damage. So we need to surround this spot over here. And the turn. It's gonna have the enemy run straight into me. Also, these question mark tiles, while on normal maps, they're usually something like, oh yeah, you lose some resources or you gain some resources or whatever. In events, or at least in older events, they are oftentimes actually something very annoying. Because it can just be a random piece of combat. Which is legitimately just annoying. Bang, bang. Let's take out that cannon now. Bird. You can tell that it says that these are immune to this, which totally doesn't have to do with me having 3 flash shells by now. Just shooting flashbangs at the enemies. Considering that you need to stay there for the capture, you need to stay there for the capture, I can just move you over here, I guess. In the meantime, I guess just for the fun, I'm going to spawn on 1 extra squad. There's no real reason to it. At this point, we'll be able to just punch straight through the cannon and go for the end. Oh no, we can't. Then again, we don't have to. The thing is just, I'm pretty sure that all of these will be combat. Yep. All of them will be combat. So, in other words, we're not going to be able to just go straight for the command post. Hey, UMP9 actually became MVP. I don't know how that happened. That's rare. Oh no, we can actually. Can just go... Yeah, that's 4 bits of combat. That's fine. That's fine. We still have 4 ammo on this squad as well, so it's entirely okay. Blip blip. G11 MVP. Next. Yeah, this is basically what it looks like to clear these maps the way that they're intended to be cleared. It all takes a little bit longer. But at the same time, the story of it is pretty good. And we haven't even really gotten into the good parts. We're just like the setup, you know. Yeah, we were shot down. We've gotten to see the ringleader, who we're gonna have to beat afterwards. But there's more. After all, this event has 3 chapters. And we're just at the third map of the first one. Again, UMP 9 is MVP. How the hell? How does that happen? Straight to the command post. End turn. Done. Click. Phew, we finally made it. My body has an altar warmed up after some food. So this is the shelter helium mentioned. Should be. But do you see tactical door 1887? No. According to the data, T-Dollar had indeed been here, but that was 3 hours ago. Can't be helped. We have to contact Helion. Click. Calling Griffin HQ. Is this Miss Helion? Sorry, you got the wrong channel. Griffin. Who are you? Sanguis Ferry manufacturer SP-21 Gauger. None of you will be leaving this place, AR team, and all present Griffin T-Dolls. You're completely exposed at the moment this connection was established. So you weren't exposed until just now. I applaud your courage and determination to survive, but I'm afraid your existence will soon come to an end. Do please enjoy your final moments as you're about to be completely surrounded by Sanguis units, and all the hope shall be lost for you. Meanwhile in the Sanguis command post. Wow, that's a cool speech, Gauger. Show those half-baked T-Dolls who are the real pros. You're hardly a pro either, horsing all around all day. Hey, I am giving the cannons a proper run. You see those out there? I installed all those cannons in a row. Imagine how cool it's going to be when they all fire at once. Is that why you set them all up together? At this rate, not even I can guarantee we have enough resources to keep the operation going. No biggie. This looks neat and tidy, right? Besides, I'm your superior. Isn't your duty to assist me? Sure, then as your adjutant, I'm heading out for some pest control. Huh? Is that necessary? Isn't it fine to just leave them alone? By pest, I also mean the remaining trio of the AR team. What? Then I'm going to. Who's going to take care of the base if you're also out? Not to mention they'll have to pass by the base on their way out. Just wait here patiently and notify me the moment you detect the whereabouts. Okie dokie, move along. I'll keep the hearth warm. Hearth? I don't know. I don't remember how long the final map of the first chapter took. Well, first of all, actually, yes, T-Doll enhancement. You really need some evasion. Your evasion is technically good. But that's only technically. Let me see if the map was annoying. We'll just quickly... It was fairly annoying. So we're going to come to that next week, as I'm going to end my stream for today. So let me just quickly see. Actually, do I raid someone today? It is very noticeable to me that interest in these Ghost Frontline streams are... me. Honestly... You know what? Let's go say hello to Reki. He's still streaming with Octopath Traveler 2. It's not a game for me. Certainly a lot of reading. They are a lot of reading. However, I've done other streams which is a lot of reading. But, yeah. Anyway, let's go say hello to Reki, who's playing Octopath Traveler. I have no idea about the game. It's not a game for me, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't like the game. And, you know, he's a good dude. Let's say hello to him. While I will go to bed. Have a good night. Bye.